Sometimes there's silence. There is always silence. And sometimes there are words that want to come out and express themselves. This body-mind action figure, its default setting is personal identity. I am me. This is my body. These are my emotions. These are my thoughts about different things. These are my words. It turns out most of us like the sound of our own voices. We speak to ourselves out loud and quietly, silently in our minds, behind our eyes, thinking, planning, imagining, musing, pondering, calculating, interpreting, translating the world we think we see into some kind of meaningful pattern. But the words that come out of anybody's mouth, and this body-mind action figure's body, is not awareness speaking. It's mind speaking to itself. Awareness never speaks. It's only silent, ever illuminating, making no judgments, providing no explanation or justification for its existence. It simply is. The words that are coming out today are directed at the idea, not the reality, of the personal and the impersonal. The personal identity, personhood, I am me, the limited, and the impersonal, neutral, no self, formless, without boundaries. And the personal and the impersonal coexist within the form. The personal is not self-aware. The personal is the observed. It is not the observer it thinks and believes it is. But there is that which is aware of the body, that is not the body, that is aware of thoughts, but are not the thoughts, that is aware of emotions, but are not these emotions, that is aware of suffering, but is not the suffering. That is the impersonal, where you have gerunds, G-E-R-U-N-D-S, I-N-G, seeing, not a seer, thinking, not a thinker, hearing, not a hearer, feeling, not a feeler, just awareness, neutral, silent, non-judgmental, non-conceptual. They coexist inside the body-mind simultaneously. Metaphorically speaking, to be aware of that is somewhat like being aware of a split-screen television. Up close, telescopic, a bifurcated awareness. But in reality, there is no split screen. There is no bifurcation. Personal and personal are here now, coexisting in presence, in the present moment. And when there is a shift in perception, a shift in perspective, with a corresponding shift in understanding, attention begins to move away from fascination with the personal, with my life, my happiness, my loneliness, my sorrow, and shifts over into neutrality. The mind's activities can be seen, and sometimes mind's behavior changes. The misidentification of awareness as me begins to evaporate, begins to fall away. Somebody must describe that experience as, I felt like I disappeared. There was no ending of me and the beginning of everything else. There was a sense of non-separation, or a sense of integration, interconnectedness. But that is all mind talk, trying to use words to describe what is indescribable. There is conceptual understanding and non-conceptual understanding, personal understanding and impersonal understanding, dualistic understanding and non-dual understanding that is not reduced to words, that is direct. That is the movement from the personal to the impersonal and back to the personal, a shifting of attention back and forth. The dualistic is the world, the waking dream world, and the impersonal deals with what is, reality itself. But don't take these words for it. The truth of anything, all that is said here about the personal and impersonal, or the limited and limitless coexisting simultaneously, is self-verifiable. Rest in silence as presence itself, and see what is and is not. Meaning, be prepared or not for all your beliefs and assumptions and expectations of who you think you are, who you would like to become, how the world is. Be prepared for all that knowledge and information to be turned upside down, inside out, as you recognize that all that information and knowledge is illusory, not real, not true, just how it is seen from your point of view, not how the world actually is. This is the journey. This is the journey of awareness, awakening to itself, awakening from the fiction of me. Your life will not be the same.